Kanye is an artist, and I respect that. And so many, like the way his brain works, I respect that. And I feel like that triumphs like him being a business person, him being like, I don't know, able to dance or able to sing, you know, because Beyonce can dance, sing, Michael Jackson can dance, sing, you know.
What's up? Welcome to the You Know's Best Pod. I appreciate your support. In return, I hope I provide you with some worthwhile gems that benefit you on your journey. At the very least, I hope I put a smile on your face. If not, hopefully you share this with someone that does benefit. And I got you next time. Again, thanks for joining today, and let's get this thing going.
Welcome to another episode of the Hube Knows Best Pod, where I'm going to give you the truth, the whole truth, well, as best as I can, so help me God. Today is a special episode. We chilling today. We're not talking about nothing too serious. Well, maybe we will, but, you know, nothing top of mind today. We got a couple episodes coming up around career paths, from being a black filmmaker to being a stylist to being a tattoo artist to being someone that works in tech and product, accountants, all type of people. You know, I got a lot of friends in a lot of different areas, but even Whitney, she's a nurse. She worked with the mentally ill or those that need
I work in behavioral health.
Yeah, behavioral health, right? I don't want to say the wrong word. You know, and so she's a very professional. She's been doing that for about 10 years. She has a very interesting story. Don't Google her. I won't say her last name because I Googled her the first time when I met her and was thrown off a little bit. But
it's not even supposed to be funny.
But yeah, I mean, everybody got a backstory. I'm just glad I don't show up on Google for any reasons other than my like social media. Yeah, so we chopping it up today. It's Friday. It's Lollapalooza weekend here in Chicago. I guess that's why you got the AC/DC shirt on.
No, I got the AC/DC shirt. I do have my AC/DC shirt on because of Lolla. Yeah, we'll roll with that.
Or you just trying to keep? Which one was it?
It was either AC/DC or it was Power Rangers.
Yeah, Power Rangers would probably been more brand for you.
Shut up.
Which one was your favorite Power Ranger?
The pink one.
She was the weakest one though. Like she was always the weakest fighter.
When I was younger, my favorite color was pink. And my brother had already picked the red one, so it was either the pink one or the yellow.
Yeah, I was neither one of those ever my favorite. It was the Green Ranger or the White Ranger. I'm always
you want to be like the super
or just the different one, like the one that ain't part of the group but part of the group.
All right, you know, the guest.
No, he's not the guest. He ended up being the leader. The White Ranger was the leader.
Character.
The White Ranger was the leader of the Power Rangers.
Well, I didn't have many options. That's the problem. No, I didn't have many options. I had an older brother.
That's real. They didn't really give y'all a lot of superheroes to give it. No.
Not back then.
What's going on in your life? What's going on in your world?
Right now, I am in a pivot, actually.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I did behavioral health for a very long time in nursing, and I love behavioral health.
Right.
It's very important.
Mm-hmm.
But I am switching to something different. Mm-hmm. I'm switching into nurse tech.
Okay.
So it's going to be a journey. I'm going to miss doing what I do. I love helping people who like really need the help. I love helping people who don't have the support that they need. And since you want to bring up my story, that is definitely what kind of led me into being a nurse, doing behavioral health, all of that stuff. Don't Google me, but I am a victim of gun violence.
Survivor of gun violence.
Yes, you're right.
You are a
survivor. I'm a survivor. I'm not going to give up.
Please don't stop. Please stop.
I'm not going to stop. I'm going to work harder. All right. So, I'm a survivor of gun violence. I was actually shot at a party when I was in school, like 2 days before I was supposed to start my senior year of school, my senior year of nursing school, all of that good stuff. I was shot in my back hip bone shattered, and the bullet got lodged into my uterus. So it was a big thing because they thought I was going to have to have a hysterectomy. So that's what I went into surgery thinking. But shout out to my God. Didn't have to have a hysterectomy.
Big God.
Yes, big God doing big things. And so that's why I stay here today, just to like be that person that lets people know to keep moving forward, because that wasn't the end of my journey. It wasn't just, oh, you got shot in, like that was that. Yeah. I still had to process the trauma. I still had to forgive certain people. And I still had to overcome a lot of things, because like physically I couldn't even walk. I couldn't be in school. I couldn't do clinicals for like a semester. So yeah, it was a process, but that's why behavioral health is so important to me, because I went through a lot of PTSD, extreme anxiety, depression, and I still came out on top. I'm a nursing supervisor of a behavioral health facility now, so it's gonna be sad for me when I leave, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, we all got to make pivots, but that's something that I think the Black community needs to talk more around. Like, I think we all have trauma. I didn't even know Chicago had like a Stop the Gun Violence Day until I was at church. That was June. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so like I think PTSD is like a word that I think a lot of people don't really understand, that you can have PTSD from your childhood. I know my father suffers from PTSD. He was in the military, but I think a lot of it also comes from his childhood. And I think there's a stigma, or people sometimes gaslight people. They're like, I got PTSD. Mm-hmm. So kudos to you for doing that work for so long. I know you told me some stories about at work. What was that girl? What would y'all call her? Big Red or something? Yeah.
Don't get
Yeah. She had a patient that was out here putting in work.
I mean, look, you never know what you're getting in the day, and that's why I loved it too. It was like, just you could have somebody that you might have to, they might attack you. Mm. Me personally, I done ran from patients. I'm not ashamed to say it, but it's not always like that. I don't want people to think that like, oh, it's just you always dealing with the crazy folks. Like there's more to it, but yeah, I definitely have my stories. Somebody told me that I was a Jedi when I first started psych nursing.
Big Red called you a little fake mermaid or something.
Yeah, she was trying to say I look like Halle Bailey, so I was a fake ass little mermaid. For the entire time that she was there. So yeah.
And don't get confused, Whitney is a very small person, so to be in those settings where you're like 5'2" and some change. So like, yeah, I don't know if I would even be in that space at that small of a stature, but it's great work that you were doing. Being that that's something that you've done, and now you're pivoting, what made you want to pivot into that space, the new space that you went into?
Honestly, could say had a little to do with just TikTok, social media, realizing that you don't have to stay. I kind of always knew you don't have to stay in the hospital, but I thought outside of the hospital is really just like care coordination, case management, utilization, which is like insurance stuff, or like just helping patients from like a paperwork point of view. A year ago, when I was like just getting into my supervisor role, we had a go live to change our electronic health records system. So we switched over, and we had to have super users, which is people that knew how to use the system very well, and they would go around and they would show people how to do that. So I was one of those people. I took the training. To be honest, I didn't even take the full training, but I'm smart. So I took the training. And I was a super user for like the first 2 weeks of us going live with the system. And I was just like, oh, if you can do this, in your hospital, there has to be more people, like just in general, more people for the actual like health record company, all of that type of stuff that is probably, like working in health tech. So I started Googling, started doing my research, figured out that nursing informatics is a big thing and it's upcoming. You can actually go and get your master's for it, which is what I will be doing eventually. And then I just had to figure out, do I really want to leave behavioral health, which I felt like it's about that time. So, yeah.
Speaking of behavioral health, did you ever start watching Crowded Room?
No. You never? Did you tell me about watching Crowded Room?
Yeah, Crowded Room was a show on Apple TV about the dude with the all personalities.
Oh yeah, remember I said I had to get my little brother's Apple TV.
So you never got it?
I never got it. I've asked him to do too many things. I don't want to.
Hey, y'all people be stealing people logins. Yeah,
I'm one of them.
Yeah, see, I'm the person that got all the logins, and I don't tell nobody I got no apps.
That's very selfish.
The only app I share with people is my Netflix, and I share my my YouTube TV with my homegirl Shannon.
Well, I have a big family, so it's like each person get one thing. So I got Hulu. My little brother has Apple TV. I mean, my dad has like Netflix, Disney Plus. So yeah, we share.
Yeah, y'all know when them apps gonna start telling y'all can't share it outside the house, right?
Then they're gonna have to come to the house and log in from their thing. There's ways around it. This is why I'm in tech now. Because I know there's things. So yeah, now I'm in tech.
So you be an
no.
All right. It sounds like you stealing, but
I'm not. I'm not
gonna give nobody your name. Your last
if you're
name.
Gonna give me a name, make me Robin Hood. Get to the floor.
Not even close. That is not what's happening.
He wasn't a stealer.
Yeah.
He wasn't a thief.
What was he? He was a repurposer, redistributor.
A redistributor. I like that.
Wholesaler.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I can be that. I could be that.
Yeah, I mean, because you ain't no crook. Since because you're a girl from the South Suburbs, you from
exactly.
Shit.
My dad is a police officer.
So your dad ain't a crook cop.
No, he's a very honest man, very noble man.
The funny thing is, I know so many black people from Chicago whose parents are cops. Like, what's going on? Like,
I don't know. I mean,
my manager's parents was cops. Carissa last episode, her mom was a cop. Your daddy a cop. I know so many black people, but y'all be having these issues with the police in Chicago. What's going on, bro?
Well, my dad wasn't a Chicago police officer. He was actually, he was in Orland Park, and he was the first black cop in Orland Park too. So,
jeez,
okay. Yeah, so that's different.
That had to be interesting for sure.
Very, yeah, they was really racist out there, but
you know what? I think a lot of people forget. I've lived in all these different places, and I think a lot of times people forget that outside of these big cities, it's pretty racist in the country, countryside or whatever. Or like once you leave the city limits, because I used to have friends in Cali, like especially during the 2016 election, and I had friends being like, "Damn, Hubert, y'all Georgia people, y'all South people." I was like, "Bro, did you actually look at the numbers in California? Right. Like outside of them pockets where all the liberals live at, California red as hell too." Like, I'm like, that just is what it is.
Yeah, every state around them is like a flip flopper. Nevada.
Yeah. Well, Oregon isn't, and neither is Washington, but Nevada, Arizona, Utah, red as hell.
I'm sorry, Martin.
I'm sorry. Don't get me being random on the show, bro.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah, cut it out. So me and Whitney get along because we both love music, we both love movies. But she random as hell. It's like she be just sending anything and saying anything at any time. But yeah, so we're both single parents. You have a little daughter, little Riley.
Yes.
Yes.
She's 4.
Who looks nothing like you.
because
how does that make you feel?
It makes me feel sad. But they say that the baby always comes out looking like the person who stressed you out the most during pregnancy. So
we're not throwing shade.
I'm not throwing shade at all.
This is not
a shade thrower. He just stressed me out a little. We're great now. Like, he's a great dad. He's a great dad.
Okay.
Yeah, he's a great dad.
Okay.
So,
right.
I mean, she looks like him. Apparently,
yeah,
she don't look like me.
You know, they said the child looked like the person that was putting in the most work.
I don't believe that.
Yeah.
I'll plead the fifth.
But Riley does have your height because, you know, she's vertically challenged.
Don't come at my daughter.
She's short as my son.
Riley
is like 3 years older.
That's not true. Riley is just like me in her personality. She is like small in stature, but she has a big personality, so it makes up for it. And
what does Riley call me?
Peter Parker.
Yeah. Yeah, Riley's
multiverse. Peter Parker.
Yeah. It's going to be interesting to see how her personality grows. You know, like, a lot of times I was told that I was like very chill as a little kid, and then I became like this big personality. So it would be interesting to see if she pivots and starts being like more chill. But I think you said her dad is like a big personality.
Yeah.
So
yeah, there's no hope for that. Yeah. She's gonna be.
Y'all gonna be getting caught in school.
Probably. I mean, because she's gonna talk too much, but she'll be smart. I know that much. Like, I'm very smart. Her dad's very smart. We just know to try to mold it now. You know, like you got to try to mold the kid while they're young, so that when they get older, they use their different personality for good stuff. Not to be like the class clown or. You know,
didn't mean that.
Right.
That's true.
Yeah.
As a single parent and dating, like how is that navigation? Like, because you keep odd hours because you're a nurse, so right. But then you also have to navigate having your child on certain days when she's not with her father. So like, how's that been?
So I actually, when I first had Riley, I took like a year off from dating completely just to like focus on being a mom, because that transition it can be tough. And then following that was like Corona, because Riley was born in 2019. So the next year was 2020, yada, yada, yada. I had enough time to figure out how I wanted to do things, basically. Like how I wanted to try to date, or like whether or not I want to like even introduce her to certain people, let her know about certain people, those type of things. So now it's a struggle as far as like timing, because I do have a different schedule. I work 12-hour shifts 3 days a week. Sometimes I work on the weekends now. Sometimes I don't. But I do have a very strong co-parent. So Riley's dad is like willing to take her if need be, as long as like he's not at work, or as long as like his schedule can work with it. And apparently he's like rooting on me to, meet somebody, because we won't get into that. Don't embarrass me.
Riley rooting for you too.
Because Riley says her prayers at night, and
Riley wants her mom to find her husband. That's crazy.
So yeah, it works out in that way, where I think my support system, being a single mother, like, is pretty dope, because I have her dad, I have my parents, I have my siblings. Like, they're all willing to like keep her for a little while if I need, even if I just need a break for myself. But they'll definitely keep her if I'm needing to like go on a date, if I need to work, whatever. So it just kind of falls into that same category of like, if you need a sitter, I got you kind of thing. So they don't even really ask questions, but it helps in the dating scene as far as being available.
You mentioned that we kind of similar in like our parent situation, is that when your child was born, you were not with the other parent, right? Mm-hmm. So that's one thing. But then I want to get into like how you talked about like being shot and almost having a hysterectomy. So we're gonna put a pin in that one. But like, how was that like for you mentally to like be having a child with somebody and realizing that y'all not gonna be together? Did it make it crazy?
So yeah, me and Riley's dad, we were together probably like up until that point. And I believe that when he found out I was pregnant, it was just a different type of stress for him. Like, I don't think that, obviously, I don't think that he didn't want her or anything, but I think that he was just kind of dealing with his own stuff too, which I didn't know. So, I felt lonely. I felt abandoned. I could say it with a smile on my face now because like it's in the past, but yeah, like I felt lonely. I felt abandoned. I almost felt like, didn't we discuss that this was something that we wanted kind of thing? And then it just got really sticky because he was there for Riley, but he wasn't there for me. So he was showing up to the doctor's appointments. Like we did the gender reveal together. And even by the time like the baby shower came around, we even tried to like start living together, but it just wasn't working.
Right.
And so it got to the point where after Riley was born, I just kind of asked myself, like, what is it that you need to make you happy? Because I can't be unhappy and trying to be a new mom too. Mm-hmm. And just as a side bar, Riley put me through hell when I was pregnant. I was like always in the doctor's office or in the like triage for OB basically. My blood sugar, blood pressure, everything was just all out of whack with her. So I was high risk just off of her, not even off of like my own physical issues or whatever that I might have had from my past trauma. But yeah, so it was really a struggle. And I just got to the point where once I had her, I was like, okay, well, what do you need to make you happy? I had a conversation with her dad as well. I'm like, I need you to, I just need us to be on one accord with this. Like, obviously, we've been living together for the last trimester. It don't feel the same. Like, what is the issue? And he kind of felt like I abandoned him. So it was good to have that conversation because it's like, you felt like I wasn't there for you and I felt like you weren't there for me. And we were both needing a little more as far as support went. But by that point, it was just kind of like it was done. Like the best thing we could do is focus on co-parenting. And so that's what we decided on, was that we were just going to co-parent, be the best parents we could be for Riley. Started off a little rocky. I definitely say up until maybe like 10 months into her being here, or at least like I could say like we had it together by like year one, by her first birthday. So
yeah, I think a lot of times it's tough navigating. Like communication is hard, especially with something like so personal and so serious. Like, and it's hard to like see outside of yourself. When you, like I know even in my situation, like I had so much going on that like while I don't love or feel like how everything was handled in the way that it should have been. But I mean, I'm only one person in this equation, so I don't know what's going on. I didn't know what was going on with my son's mother in her situation. So that's why I just pray. I pray over our relationship that we can move forward, have a positive relationship, and continue to do so. Make sure our son turns out to be a good person. Like important to him, because the more time we spend focused on our issues or egos or pride or whatever, the less time we can spend dealing with him. You know what I'm saying? So I totally understand that. So you said you were high risk even outside of those issues, but like, was that something that you thought about? Like when you got pregnant, like, hey, is this gonna be something that I can get through?
Yeah, y'all want to know so let me tell you the real reason why I got pregnant. The real reason why I got pregnant, and I've had my talks with God about this, is because I had very little faith on the fact that like I was going to be able to have a child or not. So when I got into when I got into a serious relationship with somebody that I felt, like somebody that I loved, somebody that was already a parent, and he was actually a single dad. So I was around his daughter a lot, and I kind of knew he was gonna, take care of his own. We had those conversations as well. It's not like I set them up, y'all. But just moving too fast and wanting things too soon, and not just waiting on God and being patient. I feel like it was a lesson learned, because I got what I wanted. Yeah, like I got my daughter, and I'm so grateful that she's here. But the process of like even getting her here, it was rough. So it was always in the back of my mind. Even after, first thing they said to me when I got out of surgery was, we were able to save your uterus. So it was like a breath of fresh air. But then I kept asking, like, so since you were able to save it, like, now what? And nobody could give me those type of answers. Right. As a woman, like, my cycle was wacky after that. And so that was like another thing that was making me scared. I went to the doctor and they diagnosed me with PCOS, which is polycystic ovarian syndrome. After running tests and seeing follicles on my ovaries, but I don't know, like that's the diagnosis they gave me, but I just kind of feel like it's not very true, especially because after I had my daughter, everything went back to normal and regulated and everything. But those were things basically that had me feeling like, oh my gosh, am I going to be able to have kids? And I mean, I've always wanted to be a mom, so I took that risk of trying to get pregnant, like, even though I was not married, even though I was not, we just weren't at that point in our relationship. Even if we were moving, we were probably moving too fast, but it was just something that I wanted. So I was being a little pushy about it. And
so you trapped him,
I didn't trap him.
No. He made a conscious decision to.
Yeah,
I don't really believe in dudes being trapped. I know a lot of times people would ask me like how I felt about having my child with somebody that I wasn't dating or with, and they're like, "Oh, well, she trapped you." I was like, "No, I ain't gonna go that far."
No, it takes two.
Yeah, I laid down, and I know I didn't have any protection though. So I think a lot of times people have to own up to their own thing and make peace with their decision to do something that doesn't turn out in the way that they would love for it to. But that's life. We make decisions and there's consequences. Mm-hmm. Yeah. If y'all seen the end of my episodes, I say that every choice has a consequence. You know what I'm saying? And I say that for a reason. But yeah, I think your story isn't, much different than a lot of people. Like, I always talk about how people don't like condoms. Like, I'm like, I don't know what propaganda in the black community did, but like, bro, when I tell you, I was dumbfounded when I found out how many women don't make men put on condoms. But we're not gonna get too deep into that conversation. But hey, y'all put on condoms as a single father. I've learned my lesson. I used to be team no condom. I am very team put a condom on, bro. Unless you are in a very serious relationship and you're about to be married, and even then you might still need to put one on. Strap it up.
Yeah, or else, as Riley's dad would say, you get the biggest sexually transmitted disease possible, and that's a baby.
Yeah, hey, speaking of which, your daughter's a troll. Right.
Yes, my daughter's a troll.
So, but something needs to be we need to have more conversations with parents about people, with younger adults. Your children are going to be trolls. Whatever personality you have, your child is going to probably have that personality or the other parent's personality. And my son when I tell you that little boy is like me, he is so particular. Like, if he don't like something, he'd be like, he don't know how to communicate. I don't like it, so he start crying, or he gets, I had to catch myself a couple times because he like shoved the food away from his face, and I'm like, hey, you're not big enough to do that to me. But like, he's very much like me, and like,
you can't even be mad at it.
Yeah, I'd be like, bro, I can only imagine what you're gonna be like when you're like able to talk and you're bigger. Like, I'm not advocating putting your hands on your children, but like, I don't know. I'm not ready for the day that my son becomes a bigger version of me and his mom, because he gonna have parts of her personality too. And if he have either one of our mouths, bro, God bless.
Yeah.
But your daughter be trolling the hell out you.
That's because my daughter is my child. And and it's not even just me, it's her dad too. Like, she's very insightful. She's very she's an empath too, so she can feel, like what's going on. She knows like if her mom is happy about something, if her mom is sad about something. But she's also a 4-year-old, so she takes her little pieces of like what goes on in Riley's little mind, and then she mixes it with what she, like what she's learning from like the bigger world, along with like the personalities that she's around the most. So she can be.
Yeah, I've been on the phone with her trolling me. It'd be hilarious. Like the Peter Parker thing, her singing True Love.
Riley.
Riley likes to sing True Love, True Love, True Love to her mom whenever like somebody calls her on the phone. I think with me specifically, like if I call her on the phone and it's late and Riley in the room, she'll be like, "Is that Peter Parker?" And
she's like, "You are in True Love." Mind you, my child loves Disney because I love Disney. So she's a big princess, True Love, all of that type of person. So she just, she takes that and she rolls with it. It's embarrassing.
Hey, so pivoting to Disney, right? So your child watches Disney, right? What's the last thing? She saw Little Mermaid.
She saw Little Mermaid. She saw,
that country ass accent.
I don't know. Do we call Into the Spider-Verse?
Oh, you took her to see that?
She saw it with her dad. But yeah, that's why she was all Peter Parker multiverse. Like, don't you get it?
Got it.
Yeah. Riley actually, she's really big on Marvel. She knows Spider-Man, Iron Man, Black Panther. Like, she knows those characters very well. Which I'm proud of. And then she knows her princesses too. So
we gotta watch Super Mario.
Yes.
Because it's out.
Oh, and she likes that too.
Hey, this is brought to you by Peacock.
Give him a sponsor.
I need sponsors. This is also filmed by Sony and Canon. Send me them sponsor dollars. And Apple. And Movado and
Fashion
Yeah, Urban Outfitters. All of y'all.
Right.
I'll let me.
Me too. Because I'm in tech now.
If you had to name your favorite Disney movie, what would it be?
My favorite Disney movie is actually a Disney movie that not too many people have heard of, and now I'm going to make you watch it. It's Meet the Robinsons. Yes. Okay, so I have a quote on the side of,
You're reading?
Yeah.
Oh, you read.
It's called Keep Moving Forward. It's a quote. That's actually a Walt Disney quote. That's how big of a Disney fan I am. But that quote is like played at the end of Meet the Robinsons too, which is my favorite Disney movie. So that's why I put it.
And this is like a live action.
No, it's a cartoon. Yeah. So it's a cartoon. It's about a kid. He's actually an orphan. And he wants to get adopted very badly, but he also has like this quirkiness to him.
Oh, no wonder.
Yeah, and so he's just he's so focused on trying to figure out where he came from, like who his mom was, because he was like dropped off when he was younger. But he's actually very smart too. So he makes a machine to show him his memories, like his very first memories when he was a kid. But in the midst of all of that going on, somebody from the future comes to him and says, like, we need you in the future to help something. And I don't want to give away the rest of it just in case y'all want to watch it, but it's got a great plot twist, and the actual topic of it all is basically to keep moving forward, opening new doors and experiencing new things. And so that's why I like the movie so much. So yeah, that's my favorite Disney movie. It's really good. This is me trying to convince you.
I'm gonna take your word for it because I'm a big Lion King fan. So if it ain't.
Oh, well, yeah, if we want to go, traditional Disney, then yeah, Lion King would be like top tier. Yeah. There's so much you could learn from it. It's very spiritual. I would love to watch Lion King off of a gummy.
Oh, you got. We don't do drugs. Yeah, we don't do drugs. Okay. No drugs, kids. But nah, seriously. I mean, if that's what you do.
But no, I would love to.
It's legal here.
Yeah, but I would love to. Okay, no, backspace that. Lion King is very spiritual.
Okay, tell me more about that.
Lion King is spiritual because
other than Mufasa.
Oh yeah, other than Mufasa, it's really about like tackling what you've left behind or what you're running from. Okay. Like, and the process that you have to go through before you actually tackle anything. So like, Simba, he ran away after his dad was killed. He was, thinking that he was the one who even did it. And that's because the devil is a lie. So, I mean, he had to, sometimes you gotta like take some time. I'm not gonna, say you gotta stick around in the thick of it when things happen. Like different situations bring about different ways of, like making it through. So yeah, he had to get away. He had to like meet some people, do some different things, experience some different stuff. He ate some bugs instead of eating.
So he was homeless.
No.
He's technically homeless. He was without home.
He was a lion. The wilderness. Yeah. Okay, well there's people in the Bible who. So it's spiritual. Yeah. So yeah. So he left.
40 days and 40 nights.
Yeah, he left. He left.
Prodigal son, all that.
Right. And somebody sent for him because Nala came back and she was just like, well, she didn't even really send for him, but that's just how God works sometimes. Like he just puts people in your spaces that are needed for you to grow, and they ran into each other.
Maybe that's the underlying reason. Maybe I'm saying that. I think I like the music and the storyline, but
it's bigger than that.
It's bigger than that. It's deeper than that. I think everything can be, brought back to either religion or some type of spiritual thing.
Yeah.
What's your all-time worst Disney movie?
Worst Disney movie? I don't know, but it's this Disney movie that that I heard was really racist. That was based off of Splash Mountain at Disney World. But yeah, it was supposed to be real. Oh, that too. Anything that's like racially insensitive. Yeah. Yeah, do better.
They said Walt Disney was racist. That's what they say. I don't know. Don't sue me, Disney. That's what they said. I didn't say that.
He could have been racist. I mean, especially given like the time frame that he grew up in. It's possible. Yeah. But
so what's your favorite movie that you've seen recently that's not a Disney movie?
That's not a Disney movie?
Or favorite TV show, something you've been watching?
Well, actually, I've been rewatching Insecure, even though it's...
Why are y'all black women rewatching it?
I'm rewatching Insecure. I'm rewatching Girlfriends. I'm rewatching Girlfriends because my sister and my mom swear that I act like...
The weird one?
Lynn, no.
Oh.
They think I act like
Joan,
yeah.
Based on what?
Have you not watched Joan is quirky. Joan left her job to go work at a hot dog stand.
I didn't watch Girlfriends.
Right, exactly. So you wouldn't know, but yeah. So they swear they swear I give Joan. No, she doesn't have. But I mean, that's me too. Like she's successful career wise, but like outside of that, she got this little wild stuff going on. Yeah. So like,
and you got terrible friends.
I don't have terrible friends.
That only like me and women.
Maybe. I mean, I have to think about it.
You got a follower or an audience member that want to like holler at her.
What are you talking about? I don't have a friend.
You got a friend like me?
If I had to, if I had to say the who's of like my girlfriend tribe, if I'm Joan, then my sister would be
her assistant.
Yeah.
The one that's married.
Yeah. So my no, God damn it. We're not going verbatim, like, you know, side by side. Yeah, personality type. Okay. She would be Maya. I would be Joan. Lynn would definitely be. No, Alicia, if anything, would be. Tony is, yeah.
The successful loser. Okay.
Yeah, Alicia would be Tony. Lynn, I guess Lynn could be my cousin. That's my girl. So yeah, we'll go with that.
Yeah. We're not gonna say which cousin, but a cousin.
Yeah.
I know which cousin.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Cool. Those are good shows to watch. I think that has a piece of nostalgia. I've been watching Hijack, Crowded Room. I gotta watch the recent episode of Hijack. I was busy yesterday. So
when did you start watching Hijack?
When it came out. Or maybe it was like 2 episodes in or something like that. It's a pretty good show.
Yeah.
I watched Crowded Room, finished that one. That was if you watch the Many Faces of Billy Milligan on Netflix. It's based off the same premise. It's not the same thing, but it's based off of that. What else did I watch? It was that show with what's the old girl from Peppermint? She played Electra. I feel like she was married to George Clooney or Ben Affleck.
Not Angelina. No. Angelina Jolie was married to George Clooney.
Either way, I think it was like the last thing he told me is the name of the show. That one was good.
Apparently, he doesn't do Tubi movies too often.
Yeah, I'm not watching Tubi, bro.
But there is a show on Tubi, or not a show. It's a movie on Tubi. It's called Cinnamon, and it has the girl from well, I can't think of. It doesn't matter. But it's a good show. You ever seen, or a movie? Have you ever seen? Dang it! What's like Crash?
Yeah, I've seen Crash.
Okay, so it's kind of like it's got one of those type of things where everybody is mixed in somehow, some way.
Okay.
So, kind of.
I don't want to watch a knockout version of Crash though.
It's not like Crash. I'm just saying that it's kind of like oh wow, plot twist. Didn't know that person was going to be involved. Okay. It's another movie that I watched a long time ago called 1114. I know I'm going on a tangent. But it was called 1114. It was just like Crash, and it was a really good movie. So if y'all can find that movie, go watch it. Because now I want to rewatch it. I was like younger when it came out. Well, not younger, but I was like maybe 18. And so now I want to rewatch it.
I mean, yeah, because Whitney not that old. She old, but she ain't that old.
I'm not that old.
Yeah.
I'm 21. I'm not.
Definitely not 21.
I'm a Libra.
Okay, we're gonna play this or that with movies.
Okay.
All right. Dark Knight or Dark Knight Rises?
Dark Knight.
Okay. Infinity War or Endgame?
And that's tough, but I would have to go with Endgame.
Okay. Black Panther 1 or Wakanda Forever?
Black Panther 1. I need my Black Panther. Yeah.
Okay. Beauty and the Beast or Aladdin?
Ooh. Aladdin.
Okay. Why?
Aladdin because of the genie, honestly.
So Robin Williams.
Yeah, Robin Williams being the
genie. The live action one with Will Smith was terrible. That was
I don't Disney, really like Disney. Yes,
action.
Please, Disney. If you're watching, no more live actions.
Yeah,
give it up. Beyonce's album, whatever, visuals of Black is King was better than Lion King's live action. Like they should have just made it that instead of the.
And you went to pivoted. You went to Beyonce concert.
I did. I went on Saturday. Blue was not there. I wanted her to do her little.
This was cool. It wasn't a school night.
She'd be like,
I'm out of here.
Yeah, I wanted to see that, but I didn't see it. Okay. It wasn't a school night. It was Saturday.
So are you a Beehive member or are you just like Beyonce?
I just like Beyonce. I mean, like, I'm not a part of the Beehive. I'm not for. I think maybe once I might have put some bees down for something on Instagram, but it was probably because it was something that somebody said that might have been like racially like insensitive or something about Beyonce, and I don't play about my black people. That's why. But to be honest, I am a part of the Navy, the Riri Navy. I mean, not saying that you can't be a part of both because like everybody needs to be, in unity. But if I had to say who I feel like I'm more inspired by, I would say Rihanna. I think that Beyonce is super talented, like way more talented than, way more talented than Chris Brown, because that's been a debate lately. But, not even.
Cat.
All right. But as far as inspiration and, whatnot, I would definitely say I'm a Riri Navy girl. Girl. Is that how they say it? Girl.
I would never say it.
GWORL. However, it's supposed to be. Girl. I'm a Riri.
I just can't say stuff normal. Y'all just gotta be weird with the words.
Because it's actually fun. It's fun to say pit. It's fun to say period. Pit. Period.
What?
Pit is period. If you say pit, you say period. But because in Chicago for a while, everybody was just saying pit though. Like pit.
Can we talk about Chicago accents?
No, we cannot. We could talk about Georgia accents.
I mean, we could talk about it, but I don't have one. So.
You do. Yeah, you do. When you get excited or when you get, like, if you get out of your regular, you sound country. And I know because I got a lot of family from, like, Georgia, Atlanta suburb area. So I can hear
Chicago people that accept that they sound country as well because most of y'all's family members and your ancestors are from the South. Like, y'all act like y'all not right here by Tennessee. Damn near.
I mean, but we don't.
In Arkansas and all that.
I don't even think I have a Chicago accent because.
That's because you're from the suburbs.
Yeah. So I say daddy.
Yeah, we're going to talk about that word. Chicago people. Love y'all. But the word is daddy.
It's not.
Daddy is not a word. That's not how you spell it. Phonetically, where are you getting daddy from? Or Ka?
I mean,
are y'all from Boston? Like, that sound like Boston. Like, y'all are Boston people or Massachusetts people saying Ka.
Okay, well, if they're saying it and we're saying it too, then how is it wrong?
Because there's an R.
What do you say roof or roof?
Roof. No. But it's okay. My mom would say garage, and it's very strange.
My sister says sayonara.
It used to piss me off to no end with her saying garage. I was like, garage? Where is the jur in there? Like, good? It's a good word.
Well, my grandma calls yoga yogurt. She was like, "Yeah,
so here's the thing.
It's just yogurt."
Old Southern people just can't pronounce words. It's okay. We're not gonna shame anybody that cannot enunciate or pronounce words.
Yeah, that's not right. Or that gets like phrases wrong. Like one time, my sister told me "shoot yourself," which I felt it was so insensitive on so many levels. But she really meant to say "suit yourself." So
I think we should figure out why they say that. Because it don't really make a lot of sense.
I know, yeah. Let's Google it.
It's a lot of
like close but no cigars. I told you about that one.
I've never heard that. I've heard close, but like the only thing is like almost as a concept for horseshoes and hand grenades.
Who says that? Who said that? Who said that?
A lot of people.
No, I've never heard that.
You've never heard? You've never heard almost doesn't count except for horseshoes and hand grenades?
Yeah, I've only heard almost doesn't count. Like brandy almost doesn't count.
So,
you've never heard close but no cigars.
Yeah, no.
How have you never heard? I just want to do a poll at this point. Like, what have you heard more? Close but no cigars, or almost doesn't count except
horseshoes and hand grenades?
Right, that whole piece.
Do you know? Do you understand it?
No.
Okay, so if you play horseshoes, you get a point for being close to the thing, but not.
Okay, so almost doesn't.
And hand grenades. If a grenade.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I gotta hit you exactly. Okay, back to music. So you're a big music head, right? Whitney be sending me music, trying to get me to guess who sampled the song. I'm like, bro, I'm working. I don't have time to be guessing this stuff. But okay, give me your top 5 artists overall and your top 5 artists right now.
My top 5 artists overall: Stevie Wonder.
Okay, it's a good one.
Heck, why would you make me do this? Kanye. Okay. I know you feel differently, but he's an artist. He is an artist.
I'm not denying it. I'm in Chicago. I don't want no smoke.
Let's see.
Why don't you say the other guy from Chicago?
R. Kelly? Yeah. No, I'm not going to say R. Kelly, even though he's an artist too. Jay-Z, I've been highly influenced by.
Okay, that's great.
Whitney Houston. Okay. She's got range out of this.
Okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Not just because it's my name. Even though, like, I grew up listening to Whitney Houston, like little girl in her tutu, listening to.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry. Anyway, so now I got one more. I would have to say Beyonce then, because I love her as like an all-around performer, singer.
So that's your top 5 all time?
That's my top 5.
Well, this is trash. You know why?
Why?
You love Michael Jackson off your list, so your list is null and void.
I did leave Michael Jackson off my list. Okay. I love Michael Jackson. I do. I probably should have put him on my top 5.
I probably should take Stevie.
I have to have Stevie is my number 1. Stevie's my all time.
Stevie, Jay-Z.
Who would I eliminate?
Kanye.
I can't eliminate Kanye.
So Stevie, Kanye, Jay-Z, Whitney, and Beyonce.
Okay, so I would have to take Jay-Z off and put Michael Jackson in Jay-Z's
place. So you putting Kanye over Jay.
It's not my Chicago bias. It's my spectrum bias. It's my artiste bias. Kanye is an artist, and I respect that in so many, like, the way his brain works.
Okay.
I respect that, and I feel like that triumphs, like, him being a business person, him being, like, I don't know, able to dance or able to sing, you know, because Beyonce can dance, sing, Michael Jackson can dance, sing, you know. Like, I feel like it triumphs all of that because he
trumps.
Sayonara. Yeah, click that one out.
No, that's
you just do bloopers. It trumps.
Okay.
Triumphs. Trumps.
I don't
like saying Trump because of Donald Trump.
Yeah, but it's definitely Trump. All right.
Why can't it be? Anywho, he trumps all of, like, because of he's an artist.
Okay.
And I love him.
All right.
I know he's said some things he shouldn't have said, and he's done some things he shouldn't have done. But
all right, we're gonna switch to a sound.
All right. Yeah.
All right, so that's your top 5 all time. Top 5.
Stevie.
No, that was your top 5.
I should just do top 3.
Okay. Top 3 is Stevie, Kanye, and Michael.
It would be Stevie, Michael, and Whitney Houston, honestly.
Or Beyonce.
Yeah.
Hey, that's your list. All right, what's your top 3 right now?
Right now?
Because 5 is hard. But
yeah, 5 is hard. Right now.
That's what she said.
Right now, I've been listening to a lot of. How about we do that? What I've been listening to a lot of.
We listen to it right now.
For a long time, I've been listening to a lot of Ari Lennox. So I would definitely say like she's my right now. Like I listen to her if I hit Alexa. Mm-hmm.
We had to give you some shea butter earlier because you was ashy.
I wasn't ashy. I just needed a little more.
A little more moisturization.
Yeah. Don't act like you didn't use any shea butter either.
I just got out the shower, bro.
Me too.
So you came out the house ashy?
No, I didn't come out the house ashy. The cold was running on my feet. And my feet, like, I used my Fenty on my feet. And when I got here, it just...
So basically you're saying Fenty don't...
No, it just... The other day you had said, oh, you had went like this and said my skin was soft. That was from Fenty. This is Fenty.
I'm not touching your almost.
Don't. I'm just saying this is Fenty.
Okay.
It looks soft.
All right.
Anywho.
So Ari Lennox.
Brent Fayez.
Okay.
And who else have I been listening to a lot lately?
Sex for you?
No. I'm sorry, but I've been listening to Kanye. I've been listening to Sunday Service.
Okay.
So, yeah.
All right. I'm mad at it. My top 3 would definitely be Michael, Drake, and top 3 all time.
Drake.
Well, Drake.
I can give Drake.
Yeah, Drake's in the top 3. I said Michael. All right. What you been trying to say there? Because for me, your music gotta like hit everybody for me to
yeah, you told me this.
Damn, what's up? Because I gotta cut out so many people. I would say Eminem, but that don't count either.
No, his music doesn't transcend. Beyonce's music transcends more than that, but that's a different topic.
Beyonce never gonna be on my top 3 or top 5 anyways. I feel like it's like right down to my tongue where I can think of the third person. Oh, Missy. The fuck?
Oh, Missy.
I don't know why I was thinking so hard.
That was a good one.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Missy watching all y'all niggas. Like,
yeah.
I can't everybody.
That. That's true.
That's why nobody wanted verses with Missy. It's a smoke. It's a smoke show.
And her creativity too. Like Missy videos.
Background. Produce.
Yeah.
You know, do her own stuff. You feel me? So, yeah, they're my top 3. Who am I listening to right now? A lot of those. I play so many different things. Aubrey, of course. Like right now, heavy. Key Glock. Fuck with Key Glock heavy. Who's an R&B artist? Probably Brent. I just play. I don't really be listening to like artists.
Yeah.
I just play my playlist.
Me, yeah. I have play. Well, I don't have playlist. I do have playlists, but I also have like certain songs that I'll go off of, and then
we don't create playlists for everybody to listen to on Apple Music.
Yeah, let's do that. I also have
be in the bottom of the link.
Dope gospel playlist.
Who your top gospel artist?
Top gospel artist?
Yeah.
Ooh.
I already know mine easy.
That's actually kind of hard for me because artist-wise, like I like gospel songs. I mean, Kirk Franklin is like obviously. Fred Hammond. And then
I got a playlist with just
yeah, those are like my go-tos. And then I guess I would say I don't want to say I can't say Yolanda Adams because I can't say Mary, the Clark sisters, maybe.
You whispering to yourself.
I am because I'm in my head right now. Who would be my?
I'm gonna go with John.
Okay.
That remember why it was.
Yeah, that would probably be my number 3.
Yeah. Okay. What's something in your phone that you listen to that most people wouldn't think they might not listen to?
Well, you know, I've been listening to whatchamacallit, and people didn't think I was listening to that.
What?
With what's dude?
Oh, Nudie.
Yeah.
Shout out to Nudie. Young Nudie.
Yeah, I've been listening to Young Nudie.
That's a good one. That one would throw people off.
Yeah, because like at one point, you know, you could put the little song on your Instagram thing.
You put it in your note.
In my note, yeah. And people was like, "What you know about that Nudie?" I was like, "Oh
okay.
no."
Nah, Nudie is definitely somebody I've been listening to since probably like 2018. But okay, so you got Nudie.
Mm-hmm.
Me. I don't know if I'm saying her name right. But Sinead Harnett.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I play If You Let Me all the time.
I do too.
Yeah.
I really do like her as an artist.
I love this song.
Dope. Yeah.
I love this song. Okay.
How did you find that song?
I love her.
Because I think it was on the Being Mary Jane episode, and that's how I found the song, and then that's how I found her.
Yeah, I didn't watch Being Mary Jane. I think it was probably the young lady I was dating back in 2021. She probably sent me the song because I looked at where it is in my playlist. And
I always think that's interesting, like how you come about, you know, like how you come about artists or like songs.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like I be putting people on, and I feel like music is definitely a love language. They need to add it to the.
They do, yeah.
Because if I can't share music with you, I can't really vibe with you for real. Because I listen to so many different things.
Yeah.
Because growing up, my father sang, I sang, so music is something like music. A lot of times keep me calm.
Yeah.
Like if I'm in a bad mood, I would listen to music.
Same.
But yeah, or if I can't sleep, I listen to music. I used to listen to music.
Yeah. Me too.
Like did.
Yeah, my family is very musically inclined. Like I come from a lot of people could sing. I could just hold a tune, and my mom can sing. My sister could probably sing. Don't tap me. I can. People have told me like, "Oh, you sounded good." And I'm like, because my family can sing so well. Like my aunt sings, and if they don't sing, then like they play a music instrument or like can produce or can rap, whatever, freestyle. Like we known to have ciphers in the backyard on a.
Let me get a quick 8.
Oh, like so. My rap name is Litty. Yeah, I used
Litty Whitty.
Before. Yeah, but
let me get a quick 8 or a quick 4.
No, you gotta. I would have to drop. I need a beat.
You need a beat.
Yeah. Wait a minute. Whitty on the podcast. Whitty. Having a hot flash. Because I'm nervous. No, but I can't. Look, I can freestyle. Okay. Ask about me. Just ask about me.
Your word.
But and I also played an instrument growing up, so I do know how to play the saxophone, and I also know how to play the piano.
Okay, what's on top of mind that you've been thinking about?
How you didn't respond to me when I texted you and said, "Did you know that Celine Dion and Tony, what is her name? Tony Braxton both were up for singing Unbreak My Heart." It was actually Celine Dion's first. I like stuff like this, like little music, things that you didn't know, because it was actually Celine Dion's first, and she switched with something else that didn't get as big to give Unbreak My Heart to Tony Braxton, and Tony Braxton gave whatever to her. So
no, I didn't know that. I
think it's dope because if you hear Unbreak My Heart, Celine Dion could have definitely took that song. And if you listen to that Titanic song, Tony Braxton could have sang that song. They have like very similar ballad palettes, however you want to call it. Yeah. I call it ballad palettes.
I don't think it would have been as good.
No, it wouldn't have. Good thing she did take Unbreak My Heart. Yeah. And vice versa. But I'm just saying, like, it's kind of, you can hear it.
Okay. All right. Any words of wisdom before we wrap up?
Yes. Be sure to drink your Ovaltine. No. Ass, bro. My words of wisdom are to always be true to yourself. Because, sometimes you got to remember that people like me that are a little different.
You are a little different.
I'm a little different, but
I think everybody's a little off.
Yeah.
I have my eccentricities, my little quirks, but you ain't quirky. It's okay.
That's okay.
It's okay.
I'm just.
I think it's because you grew up in a group of people, and I grew up in just
that's the difference.
Yeah,
we had a lot of stuff to bounce off of.
Yeah,
but that's my word of wisdom is to be yourself and stay true to yourself.
No one can hold me.
Now you want to talk about me being random.
What's that word? You are beautiful.
You are beautiful in every single way. And you've never watched Mean Girls, and I hate that.
Why don't I watch Mean Girls?
Because it's actually a cult classic. It's not even like girly like you think. Just give it a chance.
I'm not a girl or white woman.
It doesn't matter. It was about high school. You went to high school, and they sang that song in it. You are beautiful. But you know her name.
Yeah, because everybody references her.
Every single way.
All right. Anyway, thanks for joining us today. Make sure you like, share, subscribe. Like I said, next week we will be talking to a Black filmmaker, and I'm gonna just keep this thing rolling. I went to the podcast summit this past weekend, and I learned a lot of stuff that I'm gonna bring to y'all. So I look forward to Hard on them Hube episodes and talking Ish with Trey. That'll be coming soon. As y'all keep watching these episodes, I keep growing. But like I said, like, share, subscribe. All my links or all the ways to follow me are in the description at the bottom. Again, this was brought to you by Sony, brought to you by Kenny, brought to you by Apple, and
Litty Whitty.
But yeah, as I always say, I wish you peace, patience, understanding, knowledge, wisdom, discernment, health, strength, resolve. Be the best version of you because everyone's already taken. Make sure you. All right. I wish you peace, patience, understanding, knowledge, wisdom, discernment, health, strength, resolve. Be the best version of you because everybody's already taken. Be easy or not, but understand that every choice has a consequence and every action has a reaction. Y'all be easy. Peace out.